So the goodness of God. What inspired me about that song is the fact that I think what it stirs in me, and I hope it stirs in you, is how faithful God has been throughout your life. I know that He's been really faithful to me, even when I didn't know Him in my life. God is faithful, and He is good to us. In the lyrics, it says that your goodness chases after me, or your goodness runs after me. And you know what? That is so encouraging that no matter what our circumstances are, God's goodness is actually chasing after us. And He wants you to know that this morning. He wants you to know that your life is good. No matter what your situation is right now, God's goodness is chasing after you, and God's goodness is with you and all around you. So all my days are held in your hands. So the lyrics say all my days are held in your hands. So God has every single day of your life in His hands right now, even this day. He had the days gone by, He has today, and He has your future days ahead of you as well in His hands. Even through your struggles, God is there. And He still is good. He's good to us. He's good to us in our struggles. In Deuteronomy 7:9 it says, "Know therefore that the Lord your God is God. He is the faithful God, keeping His covenant of love to 1,000 generations of those who love Him and keep His commandments." So God is a faithful God. And when He says that my goodness is running after you, He is faithful in that. And I think that's really encouraging because, a lot of us are going through some difficult times at the moment. Some of us have lost our jobs. Some of us are struggling at home being a teacher and wearing a teacher hat at the moment and looking after our children and homeschooling. Some of us, our businesses have slowed down or are struggling. But you know what? God's goodness runs after us, and it runs after me, and it runs after you. And I think that's really encouraging to know that He has good things for us, no matter what our circumstances are. In Psalms 33:4 it says, "For the word of the Lord is right and true. He is faithful in all that He does." Now that's a promise. That seals the deal. God is faithful in all that He does. So that means that He's not going to leave you, nor is He going to forsake you through these times. I encourage you to reflect back on your life and reflect back on those things that God has already done. Because like myself, God has done a lot in my life. And sometimes I think in moments like these, we can forget that. We can forget the goodness of God. We can forget what He's already done. And so God is really encouraging you this morning to just have a time of reflection. You can listen to that song again and just say, God, okay, take me back. Take me on a journey of all the goodness and the good things that you have done in my life. Because God wants us to remember those things. He's done it before and He can do it again. So I find that song really encouraging, and I hope it encourages you and inspires you this morning to think on the goodness of God and give Him praise for the things that He's already done. But what that means too is that if He's done things for us in the past and He's been faithful in the past, even if we haven't always been faithful to Him, He is faithful. His word is true. So He's going to be faithful in the present, and His goodness is with us right now. And He's going to be good, and He's going to be faithful to us in the future as well. So that song was our first song this morning. Our second song is sung by Pat Barrett and Ben Smith, and it's Canvas and the Clay. So I think this song's really important to help us sit with where we are in the present. But I think God is also trying to say something to us in this song as well. Have you forgotten that you are fearfully and wonderfully made? So let's reflect. Let's think about, let's allow these lyrics and these words to really sink into our spirit. Excuse me. And I'll come back to you shortly. Here's our second song.